SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Missouri Tigers offense will come out first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Quickly to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Breaks the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
So Mississippi State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down.
He's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players. And
turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Bolton on the bootleg fake. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Split backs here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. All by himself. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Wants to fire on second down. Brings it down on the right side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Bulldogs will have it first and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it up. T. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to get the corner. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. A lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now, forcing a third down. Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in pocket.
Touchdown, Bulldog! Put it in the window for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We head to the quarter break. Mississippi State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Working the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my linemen not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking left. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here we go. They'll give it to him again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the defense was ready when the wide receiver got the ball.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure and down he goes at the 22.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game. That will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Hits the crease! He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there! This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Galladay. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. To the air on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. The offense changing the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going over the top. Makes the grab on the right. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. He lets it fly. and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Going for the marker on the ground. There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. The Bulldogs come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been...
Makes the grab at the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
What a disappointment. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Creates a little space. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Toss sweep to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Here's the handoff. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Using his legs, it's Wall. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. Slithers into space. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Eastern Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 24 over San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
He wants to change this route. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Runs through the tackle. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's York. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
Picks up the first down, still moving. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team has shown early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Slips a tackle, and continues to fight for yards. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
To the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Mississippi State right back to the line. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
56, Missouri.